Twitch chat Wardog message over. Welcome guys to Thursday's stream, which would normally be Three Kingdoms Thursday, but because I'm still not hearing that Three Kingdoms is stable after the last patch, I've decided that we're going to start a new series on Thursdays, and when Three Kingdoms is fixed, we'll figure out how that's going to work. So for the time being, that's going to be on a little bit of a hiatus. And we're going to be doing a Throwback Thursday campaign. And we are going to be doing Total War Rome 2 with the Divide et Impera mod, which is... I'm not a big person on mods normally. I typically don't use them on games unless they really add a lot. I know that there's... Is it Radius mod for Total War Rome 2? That also is like a complete overhaul. That's also pretty good. But Divide et Impera is the one that I kind of downloaded a while ago and never really got into, just because I started playing Warhammer more and I started playing Three Kingdoms when that came out. But since we're jumping back into it, let's find ourselves a faction to play as. So, obviously it is set in the classical period of history, based around Rome. Play Bactria, JK. We might play Bactria, you guys are going to help me choose. We are going to do a grand campaign. And up here is kind of like the cultures. In Divide et Impera, the cultures and the units and stuff have... historical names. I don't want to call them accurate names because I'm not 100% sure if they are, but they're certainly more historical. So Rome is called Roma, Carthaginem is Carthage, and then you've got Samrata Maurya, which I think are the Mauryans. Yeah, the Persis. That looks like it's somewhere over near India, to be honest. The Diadochi, the Greek city-states, Macedon, the Seleucids, Bactria, Epirus, and Ptolemaic Egypt. The Galli, the Gaul tribes, Gallic tribes, the Scordici, the Boiae, Nervii, the Koinon Galaton, and the Arverni. The Cretani, the British tribes, which includes the Iceni, the Caledonoi, and the Iweriu. The Iberi, which is the Spanish barbarians, the Editani, the Aravaci, and the Lusitanen. Scudat looks like it's mostly the Sarmatian horse peoples. My TV's louder than it should be. We have the Sakarauka, the Rauxa Alana, which I think is the early Alans, if you've ever heard of the Alans, and the Basileoi Scythii, which is the Scythians. We've got the Poleis Hellenici, which is the actual Greek city-states, not the Greek successor kingdoms, so Sparta, Rhodes, Pergamon, and Athens. The Daci, Thraci et Illyrii, which is the Getae tribe, the Ardii tribe, and the Basileon Odrician, or the Odrician kingdom. The Apoikiai ton Hellenon, which I think is just some kind of Hellenic city-states. Massalia, Colchis, Syracuse, and Archer Bosphorus. The Arzaboum is like the Eastern Kingdom, so you got the Kartli, Parthians, the Haik, the Atropatkan, and Pontus. And then lastly, we've got the Germanic tribes of Lugos, Suebos, and Kimbros. Multiplayer campaign when, Tyler? Welcome to the stream. I'm not doing too bad, mate. So yeah, I didn't, which ones did I not do? Yeah, Carthage and Rome. They have got sub-factions down here, but they literally are sub-factions. Like, you're still playing as Carthage or Rome. It's just whether you're the nobles, the patricians, or the equites, or whether you're the Hananid dynasty, the Maganid dynasty, or the Barkid dynasty with the Carthaginians. Whereas with the other cultures, it's very much a different nation, although the units are going to be largely similar to like each other in a group. You have 300 followers, you have to do Sparta. That's a pretty good point, Mike. That is a very good case. But let's have a little think about it. Let's have a little talk about it. Where is Sparta? Nope. There we go, Sparta. I haven't looked at the Greek units in Divide et Impera, because one of the many things that Divide et Impera does is expands the unit roster and makes them more historical, more varied, and I haven't seen the Greek rosters ever, I think. Casually fiddles with pepper cannon. Spicy's in the stream. Welcome to the stream, Spicy. I suppose we literally do have 301 followers. It would be incredibly apt to be Sparta. Mike, you may well have swung this already, mate. Oh, before we get on with that, let me just go to options. I want to try and make sure biggest unit sizes, please. Thank you. Or Iceni and represent the homeland. Yeah, that would be my other first choice, Imhotep, because I do actually live in the center of the Iceni's territory. So Camulodunum, which is the ancient name, the Roman name for Colchester, which is where I live. So my capital, if I played the Iceni, would be where I live. So it's a good, it's a good, another good one. I think it's probably between the. Should we say it's between Sparta for the 300 thing, the Iceni because this is where I live, and the Romans because it's Total War Rome. And then you guys can try and convince each other to unite behind one of them. Might have to do a slash poll, yeah, we might have to. But I think it's definitely going to be one of those three. It's going to be Sparta, the Iceni, or Rome. I'm going to do a little bit of a call to arms on Discord, actually, and see if we can get some more peeps in here to help us decide. It's a difficult choice. I think they'd all be interesting, and they're very different. You've got a Greek city-state, the Roman Empire, and barbarian Britons. Alright, tell you what, we're going to take a nice bit of time. Giles just shouting, Roma Invicta! We're going to take a little bit of time on this, because I actually will need to take a very brief be right back. I'm late starting the stream today because my laundry is refusing to cooperate properly, and I'll be needing to go down and do one more cycle, I think, in about 15-20 minutes. So let's have a little bit of a chinwag. We'll do a bit of a just chatting. We'll still do about 3 hours of gameplay. I'll start that from when we actually start. But yeah, what do people think? Rome, Sparta, or the Iceni? And if you've already voiced your opinion, try and convince the others to side with you. or try and convince me. Why? The arguments are solid for what's happened. The 300 argument, the Rome argument, and the Iceni argument. They're all solid. But now you've got to convince me which one of the three to actually be. Which is going to be more about the kind of campaign we're going to end up doing, I'd imagine. Which one is the one with the... Oh, Jesus. Tyler! Come on, man! The glory of Rome is forever. The glory of Rome is indeed forever. Or we could take Sparta and try and become great, or even the Iceni. What would the... Rome got sacked by angry men several times. Rome was famously sacked very early on in its history by the Gauls. That's why the Romans hated them. But who else could kick their enemies into the abyss? I mean, this is true. Alright, so those of you who've decided which faction you would prefer, tell me what your goals... If it was you that was doing the campaign, what would the goal be? Because you can't just say kick the enemy into the abyss, right? We need to have a target. If we were playing as Sparta, what would the target be? If we were playing as the Iceni, what would the target be? If we were playing as Rome, what would the target be? Come back when your capital doesn't get sacked. My initial goal would be to unite Greece, then maybe go for Italia. Now that's an interesting choice. I'll tell you what, let's take a look at what the bonuses are for each of them. With the Romans, there's a very much a faction thing involved, but they have a republic. They have special systems, which is they get reforms and auxiliary recruitment in DEI. That recruitment is very much a thing. It's not just a case of building like all of your units everywhere. Essentially, you draw from the local resources, and Rome has auxiliaries that helps them with that. They would also get several different penalties and bonuses, but it depends on which faction we choose. With the Iceni, they are a chiefdom. They are the children of Andraste, which gives them increased attacking charge. Cultural aspirations, diplomatic bonus with non-barbarians, but they have a yearning for home penalty, which gives them morale penalty when fighting in enemy or neutral territory. And Sparta, if I can remember where the hell they are, have the Helot repression. They're a monarchy. They have decreased slave unhappiness. And Spartiate warriors increased experience rank for Spartan infantry recruits, but they have laconic austerity, decreased wealth from industrial and commerce buildings. Iceni build a strong defence in the homeland, public order and all, plenty of food, and slowly take control of France and fortify the positions there. Once France all under Iceni rule, blitz Italia. Interesting. So we take a look at the Romans. If we picked the nobiles, we would have barbarian subduers, which is increased melee attack during battles against barbarian tribes, and Romanization, increased cultural conversion, and cultural oppressors, increased public order penalties due to the presence of foreign cultures. The Patricii, the patricians, have agrarian wisdom, increased agriculture income, and founding fathers, public order bonus from the Latin culture, and political elitists, moderate diplomatic penalty with all factions. And the Equites have administrators, increased tax rate, the Philhellenes, the moderate diplomatic bonus with all Hellenic or Greek factions, basically, and a disdain for plebs, public order penalty from the presence of Latin culture. Interesting. The Equites have a public order penalty from the presence of their own culture. Wow. Corey, welcome to the stream, mate. We're just trying to decide which faction we're going to play in this Divide et Impera campaign. Tiebreaker has arrived. Yeah, so far nobody's voted for Rome. Well, Tyler's voted for Rome, I guess. So it is one apiece. Oh no, Tyler says fuck it. Let's yeet babies. Oh no. Ah, you have a way with words, Tyler. I'm not sure what way it is, but you have one. Tyler's defected from Rome to Sparta. I think maybe we're going to give Sparta a go then, guys. Yeah, we're playing Total War Rome 2, but with the Divide et Impera mod, which makes it a little bit more detailed. Starting challenge hard. Oh, I didn't actually look at that. Starting challenge normal. Starting challenge normal. Great, you guys have given me the more difficult of the three. Thanks. Sparta bad. You know what? I will probably be living where I'm living for a long time. The game will always be called Rome Total War, but I'm only ever once going to have just passed 300 followers, so I think maybe we are going to go with Sparta. Yeah, Corey, I saw that you replied, mate. I'll get with you before we get going on SRP and stuff tonight, if that's okay, in a few hours. So let's do some reading. I know you guys don't like reading, but we're going to do it anyway. We also get Greek knowledge, which gives us plus 5% research rate, and classical heritage, which gives us plus 2 to culture conversion. Most of the Greek states are polises, cities with surrounding villages. The world-renowned culture of the Greeks relies on the toil of farmers, the skills of merchants and soldiers, and the wits of philosophers. The ancient Greek city-state developed during the Archaic period as the ancestor of city, state and citizenship persisted well into Roman times. The polis were not like other ancient city-states, which were ruled by a king or small oligarchy, which is a council for those who don't know, but rather political entities ruled by their bodies of citizens. During the Hellenistic period, which marks the decline of the classical polis, some cities remained independent for a long time, with the last city-state, Rhodes, falling to Rome in 43 BCE. That's just in general about the Polis Hellenicae, or the Greek cities. Sparta specifically. Sparta was... Let me just check this. That's fine. Cool. Sparta was a prominent city-state in ancient Greece. In antiquity, the city-state was known as Lacedaemon, while the name Sparta referred to its main settlement on the banks of the Eurotas River in Laconia, in southeastern Peloponnese. Around 650 BC, it rose to become the dominant military land power in ancient Greece. Given its military preeminence, Sparta was recognized as the overall leader of the combined Greek forces during the Greco-Persian Wars, the ones that made Leonidas famous, between 431 and 404 BC. Sparta was the principal enemy of Athens during the Peloponnesian War, from which it emerged victorious, though at great cost of lives lost. Sparta's defeat by Thebes in the Battle of Leuctra in 371 BC ended Sparta's prominent role in Greece. However, it maintained its political independence until the Roman conquest of Greece in 146 BC. Sparta was unique in ancient Greece for its social system and constitution, which completely focused on military training and excellence. Its inhabitants were classified as Spartiates, or Spartan citizens, who enjoyed full rights. Motharkes, non-Spartan freemen raised as Spartans, Perioikoi, or freedmen, and Helots, state-owned serfs, enslaved non-Spartan local population. Spartiates underwent the rigorous agoge training and education regimen, and Spartan phalanges were widely considered to be among the best in battle, phalanges being the phalanx. Spartan women enjoyed considerably more rights and equality to men than elsewhere in the classical world. In later classical times, Sparta, along with Athens, Thebes and Persia, had been the main powers fighting for supremacy against each other. Fuck, this is long. As a result of the Peloponnesian War, Sparta, a traditionally continental culture, became a naval power. At the peak of its power, Sparta subdued many of the key Greek states and even managed to overpower the elite Athenian navy. By the end of the 5th century BC, it stood out as a state which had defeated the Athenian Empire and had invaded the Persian provinces in Anatolia, a period which marks the Spartan hegemony. During the Corinthian War, Sparta faced a coalition of the leading Greek states, Thebes, Athens, Corinth and Argos. The alliance was initially backed by Persia, whose lands in Anatolia had been invaded by Sparta, and which feared further Spartan expansion into Asia. Fuck me! We're not even... Jesus Christ. Sparta achieved a series of land victories, but many of her ships were destroyed at the Battle of Cnidus by a Greek-Phoenician mercenary fleet that Persia had provided to Athens. The event severely damaged Sparta's naval power, but did not end its aspirations of invading further into Persia, until Conon the Athenian ravaged the Spartan coastline and provoked the old Spartan fear of a Helot revolt. After a few more years of fighting in 387 BC, the Peace of Antalcidas was established, according to which all Greek cities of Ionia would return to Persian control, and Persia's Asian border would be free of the Spartan threat. The effects of the war were to reaffirm Persia's ability to interfere successfully in Greek politics and to affirm Sparta's weakened hegemonic position in the Greek political system. Sparta entered its long-term decline after a severe military defeat to Epaminondas of Thebes at the Battle of Leuctra. This was the first time that a Spartan army lost a land battle at full strength. As Spartan citizenship was inherited by blood, Sparta now increasingly faced a Helot population that vastly outnumbered its citizens. The alarming decline of Spartan citizens was commented on by Aristotle. Sparta never fully recovered from the losses that the Spartans suffered at Leuctra in 371 BC and the subsequent Helot revolts. Nonetheless, it was able to continue as a regional power for over 2 centuries. Neither Philip II nor his son Alexander the Great attempted to conquer Sparta itself. Spartan political independence was put to an end when it was eventually forced into the Achaean League after its defeat in the decisive Laconian War by a coalition of other Greek city-states and Rome, and the resultant overthrow of its final king Nabis. In 146 BC, Greece was conquered by the Roman general Lucius Mummius. Following the Roman conquest, the Spartans continued their way of life, and the city became a tourist attraction for the Roman elite who came to observe exotic Spartan customs. Jesus fuck Christ, that was so fucking long. I feel like Rome was built in the time it took to read that bastard. Oh, how many people are still alive? But I didn't realise how long it was, right? And as I got like this far down, I was like, well, it can't be that much now. And then I got to here and it was like, well, I'm not reading the last bit. So, yeah. Lesson learned. Maybe check how long that shit is before we read that again. Fucking hell. Biggest thing I gathered from that was we need to take out Thebes ASAP. It means Thebes in Greece, not Thebes in Egypt, though. Right. I need to go and check my laundry, guys. So I'm going to drop you onto a Be Right Back screen. Please do chat with each other. I should hopefully only be 5, maybe 10 minutes. And then we will be clicking the start campaign button when I come back. Good God. I feel like I just read the fucking Odyssey. I'll be back soon, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's really bad form, but if I didn't do it now, my housemate would have killed me if I'd have done it when he went to bed. Let's get into it. Whoever made the launcher for Black Desert Online is a Cro-Magnon. Excellent. Alright. Let's get this started, guys. Here we go. Bum 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 bum. Oh, this music sounds evil as shit, to be honest. Playing as Sparta, not the chuffing Empire.
The people of Epirus are fools. Having utterly failed to conquer Rome, they crawl back and presume to conquer Greece. To try is not to win. They will know this when you meet them in battle. Macedon may join you, but they are no better in the end. Alexander's conquests have left them with delusions of grandeur. They will be checked, as will every other aggressor. You may fare better working with Athens and other true Greek states, but history has often taught otherwise. Ultimately, trust only in Sparta, and you will prevail.
Wicked. I'm good, Raymond. How are you, mate? Alright. Objective issued. Number 1. Audacibus annue coeptis. Assent to my bold undertakings. From humble beginnings come great things. Take your first step and establish a foothold from which to launch your people to greatness. Objectives: completely control 2 provinces, either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. And we will be given 2,500. We're going to go with denarii. I think denarii is Roman, but 2,500 coins, essentially. So, you just got your herded. Awesome.
How can I be of assistance?
It is not possible to rename characters in this. However, it is possible to rename armies. If you click the right button. There you go. You can do it there. So the way that we're going to do it, I think, is same as with Three Kingdoms and same as with Total War Warhammer. People can sponsor agents who will be, you know, they won't be involved in the politics and stuff. They're pretty much just an agent for life. But I'll allow people to sponsor agents, and I think what we'll do is we'll say that followers can sponsor agents. And Wolfpack members can sponsor the leaders and such that will end up commanding armies. Can you rename cities? I don't think you can. No, not in this one. No, I'm not seeing any way to rename the cities. Oh. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to read a shitload more history because we've already read more than I can stomach for one day, but I'm guessing this is a Divide et Impera thing. When you first click on a city, it actually gives you like some history of it. So if I click on this one, oh, maybe it's because we can't see it, but it actually tells you what's what. So, same as with 3 Three Kingdoms as well. We're going to say that the faction leader is not sponsorable by you guys. Our faction leader is Basileus Arius. Basileus meaning king. He has fortune. Luck is not enough. You must use luck when it comes. His traits are he's the Basileus, so that gives him a bunch of abilities. He's impoverished, apparently. Education and upbringing are the foundations of character. He's a sociopath. Excellent. And then these bottom traits are Divide et Impera traits, and these are really interesting because I don't remember these being in last time I played. Essentially, this is like governorship, intellectual. This is overall command, and this one is like personal combat skill. And where it says up or down, that like if you do the thing that says up, his skill at being a commander, for instance here, will get better, and the bonuses will become good things instead of the negatives that they are there. And it works the same with governorship and with brawling. Like, essentially, the more he gets stuck into personal combat, with this one will go up. The more he doesn't get massacred in personal combat. This one is the less losses he takes in battle. There you go. And yeah, and this one is with public order, positive public order. This will get better. All of them seem to go up with age, which is interesting. I think the first army should be yours. Well, it'll probably be the king's, so we'll see. He is 32 years old, Arius. If you haven't played Rome 2 before, this thing here with the little marble bust is gravitas. It represents essentially how important that character is, and you accrue it as you play. The ambition thing, lightning, is ambition. 1 is actually bad in ambition, and it only goes up to 3. Essentially, it's a multiplier for how ambitious the person is. So 3 are very ambitious, 1 are not ambitious, and 2, I guess, is, you know, slightly ambitious. We have authority, cunning, and zeal, which are the initial Rome Total War traits that kind of reflect these things. Zeal is personal combat ability, command or authority is command, and cunning is more to do with strategy and subversion and stuff. So we have Arius, our king, and then we also have Eudamidas, who is the head of the Eurypontid dynasty. We have Acrotatus, who is the head of the noble families, and we have Leonatus, who is the head of Gerusia, whatever that is. They are political leaders, so you guys can start sponsoring these guys, I guess. Whether we use them or not will be dependent on many things. Need to get Arius married so he can have a child. You are probably right there, Imhotep. It costs 20 gravitas to do, as well as 570 gold, and we don't have 20 gravitas right now, so we can't actually get a wife. That's interesting.
Ready for battle.
There is Arius's personal royal Spartan bodyguards, or as historically the Hippeis. We have the Homooi Hoplite, or Spartan Hoplites. Spartiatai Epheboi, which is Spartan youths, and the Helotes Aconitistai. We're probably going to use the names in brackets more often than not, unless the other name is relatively easy to say. Hippeis, I think I'll probably say, because I can manage that. Spartan Hippeis, despite their name, Hippeis meaning cavalry, fight as hoplite infantry. Excellent, because that's not confusing at all. So Sparta got no cav in this mod. Who knows? No, there's cav there. They can recruit some Spartan cavalry. And this is just the starting units. But yeah, let's take a look. We got Spartan cavalry, we got Spartan hoplites, perioikoi hoplites, Skiritai swordsmen, Spartan youths, Spartan helots, Skiritai peltasts, helot javelin men, helot slingers, and helot archers. So most of our missile units are slaves, essentially. And the interesting thing that Dividea Impera does, if we look at Hellas, yes, that's... Oh, keep still. So you can see at the very, very top, there is predicted growth, and there's a 1, 2, 3, and 4. The homoioi, the perioikoi, the helotes, and the xenoi. Those are basically citizen classes, right? And if you look, if we go to recruitment and say, let's say we wanted to recruit these, it says there manpower cost 120 homoioi, and then homoioi available 772. So Sparta actually only has 772 citizens of that class, and we would be taking 120 of those citizens with us if we built that unit of cavalry, and it actually takes them. So, like, class is an actual thing in Dividea Impera. It's more interesting, I think, in Rome, but like it's a real thing, and by recruiting units, you are affecting the balance of the classes. I think there's an easier way to see how many of each class you have in a city, but I don't remember it right now. So, we need to start off with a tech research. We're Sparta, so we're going to stick to the military side first. Apparently we already have logistics, which is good. I think we're going to research organized supply. Enables the recruitment of rank 1 champions and gives 5% upkeep, less upkeep cost for all armies. So we'll get that one, organised supply. A soldier may find food for himself on the march, but what of a new sword, a bandage, or sandals? Let's check diplomacy, see if we are in any conflicts. We are not. So that's good. Think I'll wait until there's an army for me to sponsor? Well, this game might lend itself really well to doing some backroom politics, Mike. Because, let's say we went to faction, right? If you, for example, sponsored Acrotatus, there's a whole bunch of intrigues here that that we can do. And they kind of benefit Acrotatus, or some of them do. It's essentially the king sending him, but I'd be happy to like work it backwards. So you could say like, I want to be sent as an emissary, or I want to organize games, or you know, something like that. So there is intrigues that you can do even when you're not in command of an army. I think. Well, we're not at war with anybody, so I think the best thing we can do is focus on developing Sparta. Sparta is currently a level 1 settlement, so we're going to upgrade it to a level 2 settlement, which costs us 1 food, but we've got plenty. And we have a muster field. But I think we need to get tech required logistics, okay. That looks like it unlocks a bunch of extra units if we upgrade that, so I think we're going to upgrade this muster field to a Holisideros barracks. Hastily erected camps familiarize levied citizens or subjects with the ways of war. And then we will dispatch Timandra, our spy. Hello, it is me, TT. I just want you to know I'm playing Tarkov and not really watching, but I'm here to give you a +1. Thank you very much, TT. Appreciate the lurk, buddy. Enjoy Tarkov, even though their devs are scumbags. Or one of them is, I should say. Is there a chance he'll ever command an army? Yes, there is. I haven't played DEI in a long time, so there's probably changes I don't know about. But essentially the way I used to play vanilla Rome is you have to balance keeping these other factions happy, because if they're unhappy they will essentially revolt and you'll have a civil war. And the easiest way to keep them happy is kind of like juggling, like having their guys do stuff. So yeah, they will probably command armies at some point. We're going to dispatch Timandra. I'm going to send her up here to take a look at stuff. Athens is there.
A shadow among shadows.
There's Larissa, which is under the command of the Aetolian League.
Treading softly.
Right.
Ready for battle.
Then we probably need to expand the army. I don't like that name, and it's my army, so I'm gonna just rename it. I'm not gonna be very creative with it, it's just gonna be the Royal Spartan Army. And you even get to choose their banner, or their sigil. And we are going to have that one, I think. And that actually does change this thing that the guy's carrying.
We hunger for battle.
Right. Recruit units. Apparently when we recruit them we get them at XP rank 2. But the ones we start with are not at XP rank 2. So I think move number 1
It is a great and glorious thing to
is to
serve your
train
people.
some more Spartan hoplites and then disband the ones we've got. But I think I would like... Oh! There you go, there's the manpower thing, look. The homoioi. We've just essentially trained or conscripted 600 of them and we only had 770. We now cannot conscript another 200 for a 4th unit of that. So it is a thing. Do you get to choose who leads armies? Yes. You get to choose who leads armies in default Rome Total War or Rome 2 Total War. Like this is currently go away.
Ready for orders.
If we click on details, so you've got the army details here. If you've got an agent embedded, that's there. This is the general, and we can click replace and send somebody else. So there's Acritatus, for example. So yes, nobody's going to replace the king in charge of the first army, but absolutely when we need a second one, it's going to be one of those guys. We need helots.
Ready for battle.
We maybe need helots. So I have to try and get my head around which class is what. Homoioi is the upper class, Perioikoi is the second class, the helots are the slaves, and the Xenoi are, I think, basically foreigners. Like Xeno, alien. Homoioi grows by +5 right now. Perioikoi grows by 91. We do that. Ah, there we go. That's how you get the actual numbers. So we have... Yeah, okay. You know what? I don't actually think we want to recruit that many of our upper class into the army. So what I'm going to do... What are these guys? They come from the upper class as well. Alright, in that case... We're going to build the basis of the army
Soldiering.
on
It's
the
a
second
good life.
class. And we'll get some of these sword geezers as well. And now we're out of money. At least for them. We'll get some slave archers as well. Alright, we'll see what damage that does to the economy on the next turn. Apologies for the slow start, guys. It's been a while since I played. Sparta... Twitch... 1. Sparta 1 Twitch. We'll do it that way. Alright. Let's proceed. It's currently winter of 278 BC, and I am playing with a sub-mod for DEI that breaks the year into 4 separate turns, so the same as Three Kingdoms, except it has 5 seasons. This just has the traditional spring, summer, autumn, winter, but there's 4 turns in a year. The Zenoi might be merc population. It could be. That would make sense, because mercenaries would be foreigners. Okay. Unseasonal conditions in Hellas. Doesn't actually tell us what those conditions are. A late spring has prolonged the cold months and depressed the population. There's a banditry marker there, which I have no idea how that works. And we've recruited some of the troops
Commander.
that we were trying to recruit. So we're going to have 4 of them, 2 of them. We should probably get some more archers, I think. We'll proceed straight onwards. Minus 14 public order. Did not see. That could be a problem though. There are a lot of factions in this game at the start, but they die off pretty swiftly. Troubled populace. More unseasonal conditions, scorching hot summer. Right, our public order is not doing well. Minus 10 from events, minus 7 from taxes. Was it coming from the events? What events? Stop doing that. 5 of it's coming from the scorching hot summer. I don't know where the other 5's coming from. Does Muppet here have... Oh! Oh, having the army in the city provides minus 10 public order. That's interesting. Well, it's staying there because it's recruiting. I do not know who I'll pick for the next general, Mike. But you know, if there's a sponsored character and that person doesn't play that character to be a rival of Arius, I don't see why I wouldn't choose a sponsor over an NPC. The B-Tech Leonidas? What?
Ready for battle.
Alright, we are not doing well here. Let's move out of the city for a
Your
second.
next command.
That drops it to minus 6, but we're still suffering. You know, I don't think there's any way we can avoid this rebellion.
Ready for battle.
So...
Get the fortifications ready.
I think the best thing we can do is just recruit
Are you
and get
ready
ready
to
to
serve?
fight rebels. I really don't want to waste the upper class on cavalry, which I guess is the Spartan balance. How many slaves have we got? Fucking 13,000, Jesus Christ. Spartan helots. Have they got ranged attack? Those ones don't. They're basically just auxiliary infantry. We'll get a couple more of them in though. Exempt from tax for 1 turn. I mean, we could, but it wouldn't fix things. Like, it'd go back up by +1. It's already at -54. We'd have to keep the taxes off forever. I actually think the best thing to do is let the rebellion happen and then fight it. Which also sounds like the Spartan thing to do. We're going to proceed into the winter of 278 though. Can I pick that Agragragas or whatever his name is? We'll have a look at what the other guys are called, Mike, so you can decide which one you want to be. We'll do it on this next turn. Because you'll probably want to take their traits and their age and everything into account. We've researched organised supply. We have a quartermaster's report. And this is something that I really like in Dividea Impera, but I'm not going to read it. Every year, it tells you, like, important... it tells you who the Roman consuls were, who the Greek archontes was. It tells you which people in history died. And gives you, like, events that happened in areas. So, the Romans capture Croton, the Samnites defeat the Romans on the Cronita Hills. Sosthenes dies, a Macedonian general, in history in 277 BC. It's really cool. We may, we'll have a scan through it and see, like, who the Roman consuls were and stuff in certain years, historically. Right, Mike, let's figure out who you're going to be sponsoring, shall we? There are 3 candidates. There's Eudamidas, the head of the Eurypontid dynasty. They actually do have offices here, like a career progression. He's currently an agronomus. Fucking hell, some of these names are really hard. He has a skill of plenty. Look, we make the pie bigger, then everyone can have some. No, it's not a real pie. He's 31 years old. He's not very ambitious. He's got 27 gravitas right now, 4 authority, 3 cunning, 3 zeal. Oh, that's just the same as his rank, his career. He's wealthy. I guess this might be how much money the character has. And he's virtuous, disciplined, confident, brave, generous. He is currently considered a scrapper as a personal fighter, which is mediocre. His command is deputy, clueless but learning, and he is intellectually a student. Stay silent and listen. The other 2, we have Acrotatus, the head of the noble families, who is also the same rank. He has the skill Diligence. He's 33, very ambitious. 23 gravitas, 3 authority, 3 cunning, 4 zeal. He is unjust and magnanimous. He's a scrapper, a deputy, and a student, which I think is the same as the other guy. And then we have Leonatus, who is the head of the Gerusia party. He is 21 years old, not very ambitious, 22 gravitas, 3 authority, 7 cunning, 4 zeal. He has the temperance skill. He, yeah, is also an agoranomous. Fucking Greek names. He's a tactician. He's circumspect. He's a scrapper, an officer, which I think is different to the other two. It looks like he gets positives, so that must be, yeah, it says competent on the field. And a student. I feel like I know who you're going to choose, to be honest. Leonatus? Yeah, I thought you might, somehow. Alright, let me get that added onto the sheet. We'll find you, and we will say you are Leonatus. Oh, hold on. Just need to correct that column. Cool, right. Mike, you now are sponsoring Leonatus, which means I'm happy for you to try and push for these, but you'll have to convince me why I should do them, because it is going to take money out of the faction's budget, not yours, and it can have potentially you could very easily derail a campaign if you made your character too powerful. But I'm happy for you to push for those things to have some flavour and have some fun. He's also 21, 1 year older than me. You are not 20, Mike, are you? Just throwing this out there, but how about we eat the rich, just have at it? I think it's a swell idea. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Welcome, TT. Panagkor, welcome to the stream. Guys, say hi to Panagkor. How is your Thursday going, Panagkor? Find a spouse for Arius. The problem I have with that is it would cost us 20 gravitas and we only have 32. And then that would mean that we'd have lower gravitas than everybody else. I suppose we should do it though, shouldn't we? 33-year-old King Arius. We're going to seek a spouse. His mouse? Yes, his married spouse, or his mouse in ancient Greek. He has married Cleo. Cleo is 21. She's very ambitious. She has a intelligent husband, and he has a social climbing wife, apparently. And she's academic and hot-headed. Oh, excellent. Wonderful. So Arius now has a wife. We need to choose another technology. I think we will go for this one because it unlocks 2 new units and it only takes 1 turn. And it replaces a couple of... It replaces a couple of our units, one of which is the Homoioi Hoplites, which is these guys. So we can replace them with a better unit. Well shit, why wouldn't we do that? Greek unit upgrades. Upgrades enabled for various units after reforms are reached. Bosh! Let's do that.
We hunger for battle.
Right, we have a lot of helots in our army.
Commander?
We have 16 units. I think we're going to return to Sparta and speed up this rebellion. Need to relentlessly pursue for children, so the royal line is continued. I mean, we don't need to be relentless about it. Seems a bit extreme.
A treaty between us would please the gods and give our enemies much to think about. Well,
The Athenians would like a non-aggression pact. How are we feeling? It's Athens, says Imhotep. What does that mean? Are we treating Athens like the Skaven? Counter offer for trade agreement. What? We could put that on and it's likely that they'd do both. No peace, they'll make a good first conquest. I mean, we could trade with them though. They are reliable, which is good. I think we could. I think we're going to make friends with Athens. Remove the non-aggression. Why? What's the point in making a trade agreement if we're going to not sign a non-aggression pact? They'd still do the trade agreement, but I'm just unsure what the goal is. If we're going to trade with them, why would we then attack them? Hey Squeaks, how you doing? How's your Thursday going? Welcome to the stream. You know what? I think we are going to put in a non-aggression pact. There we go. Now we are trading and have a non-aggression pact with Athens. Maybe I'm not planning to go to war with Athens, Mike. Maybe Arius doesn't want to fight. Cool, we've researched the Greek unit upgrades. The populace is outraged. Our household has expanded. We have a quartermaster. And an executioner. Interesting.
At your command.
So if we go here, we can't have both of them in at once, but I think we will have the quartermaster over the executioner. Maybe we could become military allies with Athens. Maybe we could. Uh, 2.5 less upkeep for all armies. We're going to get military settlement. A colony of soldiers is rarely troubled by its neighbours. That's true. And it is 277 BC, so it's time to pop that second save. Hello, yes, Steam. Sparta 2 Twitch. I don't know if it'd be enough. We'll see. But I think certainly for now we are allowing the rebellion to happen so that we can just fight them. Fight the helots. We should get the rebellion the turn after this one. War declared between Athens and the Antigonids. And we gained a battlefield runner.
We hunger for battle.
Unfortunately, all of those are military slots. So we can only have one of each. But I actually think I'm going to swap the quartermaster for the runner because we're not going to be moving very far. But some extra authority might actually be useful to the army. There's the rebellion. The Athenians came and kicked the crap out of it. Thanks, Athens. I guess Athens are a good friend to have. Even though they are trespassing. Right, we need to remember to try and move Timandra. Because we've not really done anything with her since that first turn.
Swift and silent, a shadow among shadows. Swift and silent as a shadow.
So we'll just go explore with her for a little bit.
Ready for orders.
Can we... Okay. Go away. So public order is on its way down again. I don't actually think there's anything we can do about it, to be perfectly honest. Right now, we're just going to have to tolerate Helot rebellions and keep attacking them. What options do you have, Mike? We'll have a look on this next turn. If we do declare on Athens, we got Macedon. Are they allies? Move out of the city and put on the executioner as follower. Yeah, we could, but we don't really need to. We don't really need to. Oh. That Athenian army has the plague. The Aetolians and the Macedonians have gone to war. This year in history. Births. I don't think there was any deaths. Yeah, we're not going to read all of that. I'm just looking for names that we might know. The birth of Eratosthenes, a Greek mathematician, geographer and astronomer. Alright. Bring it on! Need 4 population surplus. Our region is shrinking. I wonder why that is. Public order causing most of it. Overcrowding and base growth. Yeah, okay, overcrowding will get fixed when we make it bigger, I think. We might have to try your plan, Imhotep, because I think negative public order's not doing us much good. Oh shit, I was going to look at what Mike could do. My bad. We'll do that on this turn, Mike. Rebellion imminent. Mission issued. Recruit a champion. Our household expands. We now... Or Timandra's household expands. Timandra now has a pet snake. Right. Let's move Timandra first.
My skills are yours, swift and silent as a shadow, moving unseen. Can I be of more assistance? There is more.
And then, Mike, we'll look at what actions you can take. Leonatus, you can... I think these are actually send this person as an emissary. So we could send you as an emissary to a province. We could... Or you could organise... Or we could send you to organise games in a province. We can send you as a diplomat to a foreign nation. But you also have the option to seek a spouse. What DLC is this, Daddy Cole? Welcome to the stream, Daddy Cole. Guys, say hello to Daddy Cole, who's never been in the stream before. Welcome to the stream, Daddy Cole. How's your Thursday going? And as Imhotep says, it is not a DLC, it's the Divide et Impera mod. Did Mike vanish? Mike, did you vanish? Tell you what, whilst he's
We hunger for battle.
turning up again, we'll flip over to our executioner. And
Commander?
well, there's no point leaving the city yet. We might as well crush this next rebellion first. If it's okay with the king, I think I'll host some games. Well, the only place you can do that is in Hellas. But yeah, I'm okay with that. The games were a great success, increasing public order in the province. Holy shit, Mike. You appear to have turned around the public order problems. Well, shit. Alright. We're gonna do another save here. Sparta 3 Twitch. Leonatus. Saving Sparta from itself, apparently. Leo's got the kings back. I hope so. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe in this game when a civil war occurs, you choose your side, because essentially, like, the other sub-factions within your faction, it's still your faction. So you choose which side you want to join, I think. The need for cavalry. Despite your undoubted military might, some have drawn attention to the fact that your cavalry lacks strength and numbers. Oh, what do we think we should choose here, guys? Rally horsemen or cavalry training? Mike's saying training. Imotak, does the mod still have this immunity from civil war and such? I don't know, mate. I know nothing about any of that. Imotek saying training as well. Let's grab cavalry training and completed research. Leonatus has returned. Arius has reached rank 2.
At your command.
Which means he has actually ranked up and I can select skills for him. He's apparently more cunning than anything else. Camp administrator. Ammunition for missile units. Upkeep for land units. You know what? We are going to give him skilled tactician. Apparently he's still got a point to spend. We're going to give him tenacious defender as well. Timandra now has a reformed pirate in her retinue. And Arius now has a delator. Okay.
Commander.
Let's see. That's another military thing. Alright. When we've got all of the techs in this first bracket here, we get plus 3% replenishment for all armies and fleets, so we might as well get this marine training. Soldiers can always run away. Marines fight or drown. Guess that's pretty true, to be honest.
Ready
Right,
for orders.
now if we leave the city,
Waiting for more orders.
don't like that it just zipped him over there.
Make haste, men. You have further orders?
Yep, public order is on the way up.
You may as well get comfy, men.
We've fixed the public order problems.
You can
Right,
call
don't forget about Timandra.
as you command. Can I be of more assistance? Treading softly.
Excellent. Do we have a champion? No, we don't have a champion yet. We have a mission to recruit one, though, I think. Are you wanting to sponsor a champion, Imatech? Is that where you're going with that? Yeah. Let's see about getting a champion then. Timandra has been discovered. We go here, recruit agent, champion. They all have the same stats, like base stats. So you can either have Astakos, Ambrosius, or Agathon. Which one would you like, Imatech? Where's the age? I don't think you can tell the age when you're first recruiting them. Typically, if there's no difference in their stats, it's basically their name and how they look. That's how I usually decide. the middle one. Ambrosius.
How can I
Recruit.
serve you?
Excellent. We've completed that mission as well. There you are, Imhotep Ambrosius. You are 19 years old. You are a war hero, apparently. Histrionic, so you've got a little bit of a tantrum, and you're a strategist. Apparently. Let me just get you added to the list, Imhotep. There we go. And then Timandra needs to move.
Moving unseen, swift and silent as a shadow, treading softly.
Might as well go see if we can find the Romans.
My sword is yours.
Alright, Imhotep now has Ambrosius the Champion. A young war hero. Embed me in the king's army until a war pops. I'll probably stay there unless the king requires me to do something. Okie doke. We'll do that on your next turn. You can't move on the turn that you're recruited, so...
Between friends, the gift of gold is often taken to be a sign of deep affection and respect.
The Ayatolian League are offering a non-aggression pact if we pay them 380 gold. They are a client state of the Antigonids, Macedon. What do we think, Ambrosius and Leonatus? Counter-offer with no payment and a trade agreement. Very well, Ambrosius. We'll see how that goes. Apparently we can't offer trade. I think because we don't have a route to them. Because, technically speaking... Oh, fuck.
You have spoken.
Oh, well. Technically speaking, Sparta's not a port. Like, Athens is a port, because it's right on the ocean. Sparta's not. And trading this, like, we only have a land route to Athens, because the road goes through their territory. So we can't trade with them. New factions rising. The Dalmatai have been destroyed. We've constructed some buildings. Arius now has a sycophant. The people of Hellas are unhappy. And the year in history. Alright, Ambrosius is going to be joining Arius and conducting military training.
Commander.
Shields.
Meanwhile, Timandra is going to be continuing her journey.
Swift and silent as a shadow, treading softly. No further orders. Swift and silent.
Okay,
a
that's her
shadow
done.
among shadows.
Sparta cannot upgrade anything because it needs tech. And we need +4 population surplus for a new building. That's the word I'm looking for. Building. How does pop surplus work again? Don't actually remember. Okay, we may need to focus on trying to unlock some of these buildings soon. Still kind of relearning how to play this game, and also first time learning how to play DEI properly. So I do apologise if I'm a little bit slow and all over the place, guys. Appreciate you all hanging out though. Good lord, that's a lot of nations. War declared between the RDA and Epiros.
What do you wish of me?
Very well. Timandra has found the Romans in Araminium,
Softly.
or Ariminum, sorry. And we found Rome.
Is there nothing else?
There's Rome. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can do this turn, so we'll go save. We'll say Sparta 1. Fuck off. Twitch. Save to cloud. We've got quite a nice little war chest. We've got 11,000 gold. We may just need to hang out and improve Sparta for a little while. Subject gains notoriety. Prytanis. Ah yes, so we have to go here to Prytanis. A young member of a rival family has found himself with serious debts. Perhaps we can use this to our advantage. So we can demand a bribe, we can blackmail the family, we can leak it, or we can do nothing. Which one do you think we should do, guys? What's this symbol? Loyalty breakdown. Imhotep saying leak. Well, we're gonna leak. I think we find out what that does next turn. Character personality trait. Arius has gained sociopath aged. His army has lower morale, but essentially does a shitload more damage. Well, not a shitload, but does more damage. He lowers public order. Lowers his chance of having children, actually. Interesting.
Ready for battle.
I guess because his wife doesn't want to sleep with him? Let's push forward. We may end up with no heir for Arius here. What do we do if the Basileus can't have a child? Or ends up without one, rather. Any wars? Well, we're not in one. There's a couple of them kicking off. You can adopt Leo. You can actually adopt characters. It might end up happening. Marine training researched. Rome secures Magna Graecia. Now that Rome has secured southern Italia from Greek invasion, the uneasy peace between Carthage and Rome has become frayed. Should Rome seek to assert her influence into Sicily, Carthage will take that as a sign of war. And Ambrosius has levelled up Imhotep. Careless Sons, the Gerontes, gained +3 influence. Arius is now a sociopath mature, and Ambrosius is a doctore.
Commander?
Alright, let's take a look at what that actually means. Arius... I think the longer he's got it, the bigger the divide is, basically. Imhotep Ambrosius has leveled up, so you can choose between being a paragon, which grants authority. I'll let you read that, but when perfection is reached, what more can one do? You can have partisan, the enemy should never be given a moment's rest. Or you can have champion, everyone loves a winner. And basically these are based on the traits. That's the authority one, that's the cunning one, that's the zeal one. And the champion is typically a zeal type agent, I think. But it's like so you can make a champion that leans into being a zeal agent, or you can make a champion that leans away from it into authority or cunning or something. Champion. Everyone loves a winner. And you have a second skill, which apparently you can't choose. You have to choose one of these other two. So Paragon or Partisan. I think some of the others, like, you need to have a certain level to get them. Yeah, unlocked at rank 3. And you're rank 2. So, Paragon. Very well. Paragon. And Doctore. Hard training means easier battles. Grants you +2 authority. Right, technology. I would like... Which one of these do we want to do? We can have a normal Sparta, a fortified Sparta, or a commercial Sparta. I've worked out that I have 4 slots left if I go full zeal. How have you worked that out already? Which one of these do we want to aim for, guys? Because we're going to need to unlock the... Oh, they're the same tech anyway. Never mind, I'm an idiot. We're going to get land reclamation first to unlock the other civil techs. What was a wasteland can be made valuable. Don't forget about Timandra. I think now that we've discovered Rome, we might just start bringing her back. What does each one do? Each one what? I always looked at them as cunning is like smarts, like deception, being able to outthink people. Authority is like charisma, being able to inspire people and lead people, and zeal is just like physical toughness and like prowess in personal combat. Well, what the each Sparta upgrade? I don't know. I couldn't actually be bothered to look at them, and it wasn't important at the time because we need the same technology to unlock all of them, so we might as well just get the tech and then decide. I thought we'd have to angle for different technologies, so therefore we needed to pick now, but we don't. More factions rising. Eudamidas has an honest man in his household. Seleucid vassals rebel. Wars. And the year in history.
At your command.
She's already got a move order queued up, so we'll just roll. Veneti is Venice, right? Yeah. I mean, they're the ancient Venetian tribe, but yes, I think they live in the area that ended up becoming Venice. I think that's them at Patavium, to be honest. Patavium? I've always said Patavium, but it's probably Patavium. Ancient names are so fun. Warning, protection expiring. You are still protected from a secession or civil war, but this will expire in 3 turns. Okay. Askines has gained infamy, so we need to deal with another problem. There are rumours abound that in the shadows and forgotten places your political rivals are meeting. Who knows what is being discussed in these secret conclaves? Let us hope it is not you. So we can apparently kill them anyway. Kill all rumoured participants and be done with it. We can meet with them and see what their agenda is. We can disrupt the plot by calling them out. Or we can give them positions. What do you guys think we should do? Does she have a lower chance? Oh, she has a +1 chance to having children. So they settle at a net 0, basically. Oh. She can have his household members, though. That is interesting. What's going on, Mike? We have a subject that's gained infamy. So there's rumours that people are meeting. We don't know if they're discussing us or not. So we have these options. I think Arius is a sociopath, which makes him vain, rash. You know what? Let's roleplay it. And Mike's saying meet with them. I think I'm going to roleplay it. We're going to kill them. We'll see what happens, I guess. The king is a sociopath, so why would he not kill them? We're just gonna let that dictate what he chooses, I think. I might actually do that in this one, because the traits are relatively easy to understand. I might try and make decisions based on what the king's traits are. Are we at war with anyone? No, we're not. Another faction rises. Another war declared. It's a scorching hot summer. Timandra has a guard dog. And Acrotatus has gained magnanimous, aged. Interesting. She's still got moves queued. Wait, we didn't find out what happened with killing the people. That's disappointing. Is there anything we can do with Arius? You know what? We're going to send a gift in recognition of Leonatus's games. We're going to send him a gift. Have a gift, Leonatus. What slot is guard dog? I'm not sure. Doesn't actually seem to be here yet.
Commander?
Wonder if she can't have it. Or if there's a glitch, because I'm not even seeing it. Oh well. We'll move on. Leo graciously accepts. Do you have it? We can look. I don't think you should have, because you weren't the one who earned it. Like, it went to Timandra.
The portents are clear. A treaty between us would please the gods. I have no wish to offend the gods.
Ambrosius, Leonatus, what do we think? And anybody else at us that is here. Do not pay. Decline. They'd probably still do it if we took the money out. The Aetolian League can be our first conquest. Well, they're a client state of the Antigonids, so probably not. We probably don't want to upset the Antigonids. We're going to make a non-aggression pact with them. Leonatus votes yes if we don't have to pay. Carthage in Syracuse. Carthage is gaining the upper hand in Sicily. Syracusae might fall, granting Carthage complete control over the island of Sicily. We've completed our research. We've got another predicament. Epiros has been destroyed. Oh dear, the Romans are in Apollonia. That's interesting. Right, let's go see what this subject is. Our Thracian slave girl has been captured by a political opponent, a trusted member of our household for many years. She knows everything about our family. These people will use her knowledge to ruin us. Vain, rash, greedy, and whatever abstemious means. Yeah, kill her too. Just kill her. It's fine. Right, we need something architecture. What was it? Architectural advances, which is there. Oh god, that's so far away. Alright, well we'll get tax labour then. Taxes must be paid in coin, in kind, or in simple brute labour.
Ready for
Let's
orders.
see if you have that dog, Ambrosius. No, you don't. Try it with no money. Try what with no money? What are we trying? Macedon starts with so many client states. What the fuck, buyback? We're a sociopath. Kill her. It's fine. God, there's shitloads of factions, man. Silver Tongue. Our envoys have discovered a woman in a foreign village who seems to be blessed with the power of persuasion. We could hire her to assist in future negotiations with foreign nations. What say you? What say you, Ambrosius and Leonatus? Leonatus says hire her. Ambrosius says depends. Depends on what? What the bonuses are? No, we're role-playing. We're not looking at the bonuses. Leonatus says hire her. So we're gonna hire her. A child is born. And Ambrosius has leveled up. The Veneti have been destroyed. We have a child named Agathon. I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. Apparently it's an ambitious little shit though.
You can call me Nyx.
Steal food from enemy lands.
My skills are yours.
Yeah, why not? Let's
On the road again.
let's head ourselves down this way. And then we'll have Timandra set up to steal food from the Romans. Why not? I don't even know who we hired, to be perfectly honest. Aha, Ambrosius. You have leveled up. Where would you like to invest your skills? You can either become a partisan, you can take unity or valor, or strength, or warfare? Both zeal skills. This is Ambrosius, which is Imhotep. I don't know if you can get both, to be fair. So which one would you like me to click first, in case you can only have one? Strength or warfare? Strength. Yeah, you can only have one. Right. On we plough. It worries me that the Romans are in Greece. The word of a slave. A hired knife slipped into our rival's house and silenced the girl once and for all. They still attempted to leak what they had learned, but without the source, their words were as the wind. Influence -3 Gerontes. Is the Gerontes a faction? Is it our faction? No, we're the Agiad dynasty. Ooh, you can switch government type. I didn't know that. What's a Gerontes? Is it a person? We don't have a person called Gerontes, do we? Who the hell's Rennie? Oh, I bet that's the woman we hired. She's 22. She is a diplomat, impoverished, philosophic. Yeah, that's the person we hired. If the king's army needs no more training, I'll go start a rebellion in Larissa. I'm fairly sure you can keep training the king's army. Like, they're not elite by any stretch of the imagination. But it's up to you if you want to leave and go and start a rebellion in Larissa. That's up to you. Is there a way to, like, marry characters? I don't want to do seek spouse. I want to marry specific characters. Political marriage, I bet it's that. Ah. Only the ruling family can do it, though. Okay. That makes sense. Maybe later? Okay. I think pretty soon some of the units are going to rank up a level with your training. Ambrosius. Good God, these end turn sequences are almost as long as Warhammer, if not longer. Intimidate opposition. Local bandits have offered their services to intimidate the opposition. How do you proceed? What do we think, guys? Accept or refuse? Oh dear, Imhotep saying accept, but Daddy Cole saying refuse. Local bandits have offered their services to intimidate the opposition. How do you proceed? And I think you have the tiebreaker, Leonatus. Let's see what Leonatus decides. Who are we intimidating? The opposition, whoever they are. I think it's safe to assume they are people who oppose us, as the opposition typically is. Like at home? Yeah. Yeah, they're not enemies, they're opposition, like it's political opposition, right? I say decline. Very well. We refuse. Ambrosius Imhotep has become a drill master. Drill is worship. Worship of the gods of war. Excellent. Ambrosius has become a drill master. Daddy Cole there on the side of the winner, with Mike choosing the decline, which I believe Mike may have chosen because he thinks he's the opposition. You crafty devil, Mike. I see your game. Never. Yeah. Lies. Lies and deceit. Timandra has been exposed. We've researched tax labour, or labour even. Timandra has levelled up. The bandits have offered their services to the other parties, helping them increase their influence, which in turn makes them happier. Plus 10 loyalty for 5 turns for the other parties. Interesting. Eudamidas has become virtuous, aged. Timandra over here has levelled up. She's definitely favours cunning, so we're going to go with being a spy. And she has better zeal than authority, so we'll give her antagonist. But we're also going to have her bail out because she's been discovered. So we'll bring her back to Sparta for a while.
There is more I could do.
And we've unlocked tax labour. So we'll get water slicing? I don't have a clue how to say that word. A river of water in the right place can reveal many riches. Very well. Reveal riches, water. Sparta's still losing population, mostly due to supplies and public order. And overcrowding. Leo is honest and loyal. Boom! Leo helps again. Yeah, the opposition, not the king. Yeah, but they're loyal. They've gained loyalty to the king because they feel like their influence is greater. Oh my good lord, so many factions. Leo always has the king's best interests in mind. Something tells me you're gonna put a knife in my back one day. Timandra now has a second pet snake, apparently. Pyrrhus of Epirus died in the year 272 historically. The king of Epirus.
How may I serve
Right.
you?
We'll bring Timandra down
Swifter
here.
than Hermes.
And then we'll have her conduct counterintelligence.
I will take their eyes.
What can I do in the home province besides training? Training's what you do when you enter an army. I don't know what you do in the province itself. Out of curiosity, is Leo actually against the king? Yes and no. He's from a different faction within the kingdom, and they're always a danger that they might rebel. And they have a loyalty rating and stuff. But I think that his faction is the most loyal of the other three factions. So make of that what you will, I guess. We'll have a look in a second here. Mission issued. Research a tech in the following category. Philosophy. Okay. The Insubres have been destroyed. Late spring in Hellas. Yeah, this is loyalty. So your faction is the highest. See, he's making his faction loyal. Potentially. You also have the highest influence of the other three parties too, at 21%. Which comes from... I think influence comes from your gravitas. Might help if I clicked on the right person. The higher their gravitas, the higher the chance of increasing this influence. Yeah, it represents a character's importance and contributes to their party's influence. So because you've got higher gravitas than the other two guys, you've got more influence. Essentially. I think we will send a gift to Eudamidas. And why not? We'll send one over to Acrotatus as well. Leo wants to look for a wife. Okie doke. So you want to do the seek spouse action? I might take a step out of the army to see what I can do in the province. Yeah, we can do that, Imitek. Yes. Spouse sought. Timothea. She's 24, so she's 2 years younger than you. She's very ambitious, whereas you're not ambitious at all. She has a faithful husband. You have a quiet wife. She's histrionic. What are you again? Circumspect. Oh, you're cowardly. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so it is a shared pool. Never mind. Timothea is your wife, Leonatus. Oh shit, Imitek, you wanted to step out of the army, didn't you? We'll do it next turn, mate. It's that enter button, man. It's you just press it and that's it. The turn's done. Come on. Another child is born. Aristophanes. Hey! Also very ambitious. Alright.
At your command.
Ambrosius.
On the move.
Out in our territory, you bring word of glorious battles and great victories, thereby inspiring the local populace. That's what you do,
How can I
Imitek.
be of assistance?
You
Ready for
inspire the
orders.
local populace. How are we doing for population here? I mean, we still have 15,000 helots. We have 1,600 homioi. That
Ready
might
for
be
battle.
enough to recruit some more of these chaps.
Come, fight with us.
Let's build a core of those. Increases order, increases settlement defense against actions that use Zeo is what I do on an owned province. Okay, So, do you want to do that?
I am the
Or do
champion
you
of
want
the
to
gods.
rejoin the army or wander off? What's the public order on Sparta? Minus 26, but it is plus 4. Leo recommends that we start conquering more territory before other nations get too big. Well, Leo, what do you recommend we attack?
Commander,
I'll start training the army again, okay?
I am greater than get that ready for battle.
Who's directly north of us? Well, Athens. And north of them is the Anatolian League. So,
How would you like your defeat?
well, there you go,
An
Leo.
arch in Rome,
You have your
or
war.
a nice column, or by the wailing of your enslaved people?
The Romans have declared war on Sparta. Time to hop out the army. Damn it, boy. Leo requests an army to help with the war. I don't know if we can afford to give Leo an army, to be honest. Start a rebellion in the province in Apollonia is what I'll do. Okie doke. Can you get Athens to join, Daddy Cole? No, it didn't want to... We're not allies with them, we just have a non-aggression pact and a trade agreement. It is an early autumn. We have recruited some troops. Right, number one, Ambrosius wants to jump out of the army and head towards Apollonia.
For the gods and glory.
Timandra is going to join the army.
Commander,
We are going to do diplomacy with Athens.
Athena give you wisdom, so that you may speak well and persuade me of your cause. Perhaps, and I ask with all due respect for your August,
Fuck off.
I spoke with...
Alright, you guys.
Greetings. We are
Greetings.
civilized folk, so you may speak.
Good.
My people...
We have military access through the Anatolian League's territory.
ready for battle.
So now we should be able to head... Oh,
At your
do we need to
command.
change stance? No, we're in March.
Commander,
Maybe we just can't move because Timandra just joined. Yeah, we definitely can't afford the upkeep on a second army. Yeah, you're not across the border yet, Imhotep, so you wouldn't be doing a rebellion in the right place. Well, here we go. War with Rome. That's not really what we wanted. but it does offer us some expansion opportunities, I guess, so hopefully we can win. Riot at the capital. A riot has started in your capital. You suspect that it was instigated by one of the other political parties. How do you react? Rome's not getting any weaker. It's probably correct, Daddy Cole. Crush the rebellion, says Ambrosius. Anybody else, or just Ambrosius? Leonatus says crush as well. We will crush. Eudamidas has matured.
We hunger for
Right,
battle.
it's winter, so I want to stay on our side of this crossing.
Ready for further orders.
Because supplies are a thing in Divide
My
et
sword is
Impera.
I am with you. How can I assist you further?
We're going to see. We're going to get you close to Apollonia, Ambrosius, so we can see what the Romans have got.
Picking off the stragglers.
Legio 1, Apollinaris. That's a full 20 stack. Holy shit.
Commander,
This may end up being a very short campaign. Daddy Cole coming in with a crush there as well, joining the unanimous decision to crush the riot. I hope we can take Apollonia. And hold it, more importantly. Timandra has increased in rank. We've discovered a tech. Ambrosius has increased in rank as well. All other parties are impressed by your display of power. +5 loyalty for 5 turns. Excellent. Rome has declared war on the Aetolian League as well.
ready for orders. On the move. Your next command.
Fuck it, we'll just march as far as we can.
Make haste, men. Waiting for more orders.
Now, Timandra. We'll give her reconnaissance, since she's currently providing military intelligence for the army.
I am
And
greater than mighty
Ambrosius
Achilles.
Imatech has leveled up again. Now, where there is a arrow, you can essentially upgrade what you already have, including the war hero that you started with. So you can get quite a few options here. We already have non-aggression with the League, Daddy Cole. You can upgrade your war hero, you can upgrade Paragon, you can upgrade Champion, or you can get Warfare, Audacity, Partisan, Valor, or Unity. Partisan. Interesting. We have a tech. We have a mission to get a tech from Philosophy. So we'll get Scholarship The man with learning does not thrive by mindless toil. His is a harder way. Sure, whatever you say.
At your command.
Oh, wait. No, that's an Ayatollahyan army. Thought it was a Roman army for a second. Mike, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Imatech. Imatech, welcome to the Wolfpack on behalf of Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate that, mate. Let me just update your Discord role, Imatech. I seem to have lost you in the Discord. Are you appearing offline? Yes, you are. Have a Wolfpack role. Wait a minute. Mike, where the heck are you in the Discord? Are you offline as well? Yes, you are. That's fine. That's fine. Okie do. Proceed. Defensive alliance? We don't really need to now. We're already both at war with Rome. Thank you so much, Mike. That's fucking awesome, man. Leonatus basically sponsoring Ambrosius in a way. I certainly agree that Imhotep deserves to be in the Wolfpack. Absolutely. Acrotatus has matured, Timandra has gained Scout, and Ambrosius has gained Insurgent. Arius now has a Sarissa, and Cleo has an aged Retainer. It's a scorching hot summer in Hellas.
Ready for battle.
Right, what's the garrison like down here? 15 units. Shit me. Insurgent, yeah, we'll have a look at that, Imatech. Oh, it's there. I fight where the enemy are not. You've gained +1 cunning and +5% campaign map movement range.
At your command.
Oh, wait a minute, who's that? There's a Roman navy there with 4 units as well.
We hunger for battle. Besieging settlement.
Wow, are we fucking outnumbered? What the shit? How is there 6,500 Romans here? Oh, Legio 1's nearby as well. Oh my god. Withdraw!
Ready for
That's
orders.
not good at all.
On the move. Advance.
Okay. That makes things difficult. Legio 1 has landed and is pursuing us. And has caught us. Oh shit. Quintus Pappus. Quintus Aemilius Pappus. Oh shit. if anyone can win, it's you. I appreciate your faith, Mike, but I haven't played Rome for ages, and I've never played Greek factions in Divide et Impera. I don't know what the unit's strengths and weaknesses are. I'm going to try withdrawing, because I don't think they'll have movement enough to... Maybe they will. Well, shit. I guess we're fighting them then. Here we go. Draw him further away from Apollonia, Daddy Cole. Well, we've got him as far away from there as we can. We got the river line. I think that's a road, not a river. Oh god, this is gonna go fucking horribly.
During the deployment phase, you can secretly arrange your units inside the deployment zone before battle commences. When you're ready to fight, click on the scroll button.
No shit. I have played Total War before. Not completely new. Right. That's as wide as we can get them. Phalanx.
As you command!
Did that actually make any difference whatsoever? Okay. So let's put
Understood.
the Perioikoi on the fuck off, on the flanks of the
As you command!
Spartan hoplites. And put all of them in guard mode because we don't want them moving.
At your service!
What's that? Throw javelin. Okay. We're going to put these Skiritai swordsmen on the flanks to protect, because the phalanx has good frontal defense, but it's basically weaker on the flanks. So we're going to use the light infantry, the Skiritai and the Helots, to protect the phalanx's flank. Fuck me, there's a lot of them. The archers we will put across the back. These skirmishers are just going to loiter around in the front. And then we have Spartan youths. Tell you what, we'll just use them as like trainee bodyguards. We'll put them behind Arius.
By your command!
Well,
General!
that's about as good as it's going to get, I think.
Take time to explore
Fuck
the
off.
battle.
Spartan archers, get that shit out of here. Welcome to the stream, son. They're slaves, son.
Sacrifice to Zeus and Ares for their favor and help in our defense.
These are the actual Spartans.
But we mortals must do our parts as well. Fight with honor, and all will be well.
I do love that in Total War Rome 2, the individual unit commanders shout to their men.
A good woman, regular meals. That's all I wanted.
And you get them, along with a chance for glory.
And somewhere in this formation is Arius himself. Looking a bit like he's played by Dwayne Johnson. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Aha! I found some Romans. Equites.
Helots!
Will you do a multiplayer battle or a few on Rome 2? Probably not. We ended up playing Spartans. And no, Sarissas are the closest we've got to pikes. Oh god.
We await your command! By your command!
Why are you here, you unwashed goat?
Sir! Wanted a life of adventure, sir! Eyes front!
Curse you, Rome! Make sure you use those morale boosts. Oh yeah, shit. Fair point, Mike. Thanks for the reminder. Welcome to the stream, David. How's your Thursday going? We're like the lizard men in Warhammer 2. Bad at auto-resolve cheese, great in actually fighting. Okay.
At speed!
Engage! Throw javelins, dickheads. That's what you're there for. For fuck's sake.
General! Sparta! March!
Javelin men!
Quick march!
Oh, fuck me, the Romans are moving. Oh yeah, shit, yeah, you're a Friday by now, aren't you? Oh, this is not looking good for the guys on the right flank. Holy shit.
Commander! At the double!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Really? Oh, that guy.
Troops awaiting orders!
What the fuck are these Romans doing? Fuck's sake.
awaiting targets! Traveling men! At the double! Missile infantry ready! On me!
Our general is under attack.
At the double! Ready and waiting! Ready for orders!
At your service.
By your command! At the double!
Cryptes! At the double. At speed. Advance at speed.
Yes, commander!
Ready for orders.
Orders! By your command!
Our hidden units have been discovered.
We don't have hidden units.
Spears!
Everybody knows where we are.
At your service! Orders understood! General!
Spears! Spartans! We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. Double time!
Ready!
Yes, at the double!
Pikes at the ready! At speed! Missiles awaiting targets! At the double!
Look,
By your command!
that's going horrifically.
Archers! Pull back!
Perioikoi hoplite!
Melee troops awaiting orders. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Traveling men!
Well, good. Now they're light infantry.
Quick march! At speed!
Oh my god.
Melee troops! At your service!
Those Spartan youths are getting fucking ruffle stomped.
Orders understood!
Melee infantry ready!
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
By your command!
Archers! Double
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
traveling men!
Run, knobheads. Show some sense of urgency.
Melee troops awaiting orders. Sparta!
Have I studied Roman battle tactics? Not officially, no, but I'm aware of them.
Missiles ready and waiting!
Come on, lads, these need to be broken. Oh,
Melee infantry at your command.
good job, Skiritai.
The men are wavering.
No!
General!
Shit. Who's wavering? Oh, the fucking slaves.
Pikemen, ready for orders! On me! Doors to command!
We'll get them.
At the double! Pikemen, at your command! At speed! Follow me! At your service! Charge! Spartans! We await your command. On me! Commander! Quick march! Pikes at the ready. Move out!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Let's go, chaps.
At your service. At the double!
Our men flee the field
So
of
gladiator
battle.
twice, I'm
This is a
practically an
shameful
expert.
display.
Exactly.
At speed! Sparta!
Urgency, please.
Hoplites!
Form the phalanx.
Sparta! Right Commander!
Orders.
By your command! For quick march! Advance at speed! At the double! Spartans! March! Double time! At your service! Heavy infantry at your
These guys are
command.
getting whooped as well.
Sparta! At the double! By your command! Prepare advance! Spartans!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Pikemen, ready for orders! Advance at speed! Archers! Advance at speed! Missile infantry ready! Advance at speed! Perioikoi hoplites! At speed! At the double! Follow me! At speed!
Fuck.
Ready for orders! At speed! Perioikoi!
One of our
Let's
units
go,
has used all its
dickheads.
ammunition.
General!
Fucking Arius' bodyguards, man. Jesus Christ. Spent practically the entire battle getting fucking surrounded.
Orders!
It's time to save the king, gents.
Ready for orders!
Get stuck in.
Commander! Double time! Advance at speed!
This is just a fucking meat grinder down here. Look at this shit. I don't even know where Arius is, but he's here somewhere. Whoop, nope. Escape doesn't close the cinematic screen in this one.
Quick march! Double orders! Perioikoi!
Right,
Advance at speed!
that way.
Sparta!
Excellent. That way.
Double time! Move and the double! Quick march! Your orders, as you command! Melee troops! For double time! Yours to command! Spartans! For double time!
Get in there and join the back of the king's phalanx.
Marching order at the double! Lights at the ready! For glory!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Not fucking surprised.
Melee infantry! Sparta! Pike infantry, at your command! Spartans!
Alright. Out of phalanx. Push through.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Don't really think it is. I think they've done pretty fucking well, to be honest. Oops.
men flee the field of battle.
Yeah.
This is a shameful display.
Stop fleeing the field of battle, you massive wusses.
Melee troops awaiting orders. Socrates, ready! Sparta! Quick march! At your service!
You run out of ammo? Good, go fight.
Spartans! Advance at
It'd
speed!
be quicker if you actually ran, gents.
Your orders. It's forward! Sparta! Engage! Melee infantry ready. By your command!
Alright, let's play Find the King.
General!
Fucking no idea. Could be anywhere. Does anybody remember what it even looks like? God damn it, stop pressing escape. You can drop the phalanx, just get stuck in. Target the general. There isn't a general. He's already gone.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Who's down here? Hello, lads. You want to come back to the fight and stop being cowards?
Missile infantry! General! Understood!
I have not got a goddamn clue where Arius is in this fight. He's in here somewhere. Being a fucking ledge.
Sparta!
Oh, yeah, no, find some Romans.
Commander! Charge!
What are you knobheads doing? Good. I just broke them.
Orders! We await your command! Socrates!
There's one hoplite holding off about 7 Romans. What the fuck?
Pikes ready! Forward! Your orders! Advance! Melee troops awaiting orders! Perioikoi hoplites! General! For glory! Yes,
Okay, break the phalanx, just kill them.
ready and waiting. Orders! Ready. Orders! Your orders! Ready and waiting. Your orders! Commander! Spartans!
What is your profession? Oh damn it, it doesn't work anymore. Well,
Missiles! Ready and waiting!
these Triarii over here are doing alright, but if we could get a unit in the back of them, they'd probably crumble.
Spears!
Yes, hello, what are you doing?
Engage!
Nothing?
Spartans!
Oh, I know what the problem is.
Ready and waiting.
Most of the army's in guard mode. Let's knock that on the head.
Yours to command.
No. You can keep fighting them. Rome declares war, Sparta laughs in military. Oh, we're not going for a chain route, Daddy Cole. We're going for fucking annihilation. Our stupid lunatic king's in here somewhere.
Our men flee the field of battle.
It's fine, they're
This is a
slaves.
shameful display.
God, these last few Roman units are really giving it a go, aren't they?
Sparta! Quick march! At your service!
Chase them.
Sparta! Commander! General! Sparta! At the double! Double time! Charge!
Hiya! Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Not one bit. There we go. That's upset them. Hooray! Chase them.
Missile infantry at your command! To a charge! Your orders! Spartans! Advance at speed! Move out! Your orders! Quick march! Commander, orders! At speed, Commander! At the double!
Right. That should get all of the heavy infantry out of the way. And then just the
Advance at
slaves can run down the Romans.
for glory! Missiles awaiting
If we could find any pissing Romans. Anybody see any Romans? Romans? Anybody?
Sparta!
Yeah, no, not them. Romans.
Double
Get
time!
yourselves back over there.
Archers!
Did some of them retreat this way? No, I don't think they did. Alright, guess we got them. Woo! Gonna have a smoke and head to bed night. See, keep the stream open for the white noise. Thank you very much, David. Appreciate the lurk. Thank you, thank you. Whole lot on the floor there. There is indeed, son. A whole lot on the floor. Lurk mode activated by David. Welcome for the extra XP, even if I didn't rank any of them up. Yeah, I think you did rank at least one unit up, Imatech. Mike, thank you very much. I am quite pleased with that one. Daddy Cole, thank you very much as well. Whew. You know what? Why not? We may go back and watch the whole battle in cinematic if you guys want to at the end. Which it pretty much is. We lost 1,600, the Romans lost 2,800. That means there's about 800 of them left. And 1,300 of us? No, it's got to be more than that. 2,300 of us. Wow, man, that unit there did some work. 485 kills. Not that these units didn't do work either, because they held the front and that was what I wanted them to do. Go arrest people, Zimzors. I'll be playing SRP at some point tonight, mate, don't worry. I do love the choreographed animations in Rome. Alright, I don't want to change my capital. We've captured 564 enemies. We can enslave them, ransom them, or kill them. Look at all the units that gained a rank as well. The ones that are bobbing. Some of them gained more than one rank. These ones that are rank 4 were definitely not rank 3 before. Yeah, this unit here, Imhotep, that's on now rank 2, I think you got them to rank 1 before the battle started. Mike's saying enslave them. Does enslave give us replenish? No, but it does actually add them to our slave population, I believe. Son's saying enslave them. Daddy Cole's saying enslave them. I think we're enslaving them, aren't we? Send the captives to the corners of your empire where they will help drive your economy. Boff. We've enslaved some Romans. Oh, that was tough. I'm impressed with those Spartans though, man. They fucking held. I took a massive, well, not a massive gamble, because I was using what I knew was my best unit, but I did not know if they'd hold the centre. And then when they started to push that right flank, it was like, oh, feck. Basileus Arius had to come and hold down the flank and wait for his army to come rescue him. Another child born? Arius now has a quick-climbed head. Excellent. Ambrosius Imhotep has gained Adventurer. So yeah, we now have Doriscus, Aristophanes and Agathon. We have got quite a few children to the royal line.
Ready for battle.
We're not replenishing because we're in, well, we're not in our territory, basically. There's not much left of their forces.
For the gods! Advance! Wipe them out!
Get rid of Legio 1. 70 captives. Pocket will enslave them as well. And the Royal Spartan Army has gained a rank. So for those of you who don't know, in Total War Rome 2, your armies are actually essentially characters of their own. They level up, they have traditions. You can see their history, their years of service, how many commanders they've had, how many victories they've had, which battles they've fought in. And the Royal Spartan Army has just gained its first tradition. And I think we're definitely going with Stratihos spears. And formidable spearmen, probably. Yeah, formidable spearmen, definitely. What is the public order like in Apollonia? They're still very, very happy.
Commander?
But we are going to withdraw because it's going to be winter next season and we need to replenish losses.
At your command.
So we're going to go home. We'll push forward. Oh, fuck me. Fuck off! Run away.
Retreat, men! Retreat!
Oh no! You are having a giraffe, mate. What is this shit? Shit me. They outnumber us by 1,600. I guess we're gonna have to fight it, aren't we? Oh great, it's in a fucking forest as well. Wonderful. We're gonna want to try and fight them across this clearing, I think. Actually, that's easy big enough for us to fight in. We'll do that.
Hold! Yes, Commander! Sparta!
Fuck.
Understood! Orders understood!
No.
Understood!
Not a lot of Spartan
Orders
use left.
understood!
Understood! Missiles awaiting targets! As you command! General! Orders understood!
Alright. Here we go again.
Fire at will for missiles can be toggled on or off.
Fuck off.
If we are victorious and live, I will sacrifice to Zeus and Ares for their favor and help in our defense. But we mortals must do our parts as well. Fight with honor. and all will be well.
So
The
we'll see
game's speed control.
see how long it takes the Romans to find us.
Perioikoi hoplite!
Spears! Understood.
Orders! Understood! Ready and waiting!
Hold on. Okay. I kind of wanted to see if there was a way to stop them running
By your
automatically.
Ready for orders. At the double.
The movement speed button is used.
Fuck off.
Spears! Yes, Commander.
I'm sure there is, but I can't find it. Jim Rich 4, welcome to the stream. Guys, say hello to Jim Rich. How's your Thursday going, Jim? Right, where are these flipping Romans? Oh, I just spotted some of them.
Javelin men! Missiles ready and waiting. By
Go
your
find the
command.
Romans. Found some.
Javelin men! Advance at speed!
Nate, how are you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream.
Where are the foes worthy to meet me?
Okay. I reckon they know where we are now. But it looks like they're going to end up pushing our right flank harder than I would like. Ready to watch some fine men go to war? You might be watching some fine men die in war, to be fair.
Missile infantry ready!
The Romans have attacked us a second time with a second legion.
Double time!
Use!
Don't want to do that.
Spartans! Orders? Marching order!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. Our general is under attack.
He's fine.
We await your command. Orders understood. Understood. General.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Melee infantry at your command. Spears!
That's for glory!
Ready and waiting.
That
The
hasn't
men
gone
are
well.
wavering.
Who's wavering? Fucking hellots, honestly.
Quick
As you
days!
command. Ready and waiting.
Quick march! Forward!
Commander.
At the double!
General. Advance at speed. Missile infantry at your command. General.
Use! Attack!
Commander. Melee infantry.
Engage!
By your command. Double time. Understood. Yes, Commander.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Javelin men.
Spears! Forward!
Commander.
At speed! Not fire!
At your service. Stand down. Hellas.
Don't dickheads, it's important.
General. Javelin men. Break
Fuck's
the
sake.
lines.
Get in there and help.
Sparta! For glory!
Pikes at the ready.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Perioikoi hoplites.
Racket!
This is not gonna go well. Fucking Jesus, Gaius Licinius has got a huge fucking bodyguard unit.
Quick days! Double time! On my order!
Our men flee the field
Fuck
of
off.
battle.
I
This
don't
is a
care.
shameful display.
Service.
Spartans!
By your command.
Double time!
Too late.
Engage! Spears!
We've got no tactical flexibility now. And they've got a shit ton of skirmishers, holy shit. If these guys can do this fast enough, we might be okay. Maybe. But we are relying on these two units. on, lads. Come on.
Archers! Quick march!
Get 'em gone. Get 'em gone. Come on. This is not going well.
At your
Fucking hell, the
service.
Spartan youths.
Charge! Youths! At the double! On advance at speed! Advance! Ready! Forward!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Double time! Points at the ready. Yes, come on!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Advance at speed! Double time!
Don't run up the line, you morons.
On quick march! Sparta! Perioi koi hoplites! Spartans! Spartans! Advance at speed! Yours to command.
Cavalry!
Have glory! Cryptes! Sparta! Backmen!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Pikemen, ready for orders. At speed!
Shit.
Missile infantry at your command. Pikes at the ready. Quick march! Yours to command.
It's not happening.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Sparta!
How are you guys not fucking winning that? It's
Our men flee
archers.
the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
At your service. Pikemen ready for orders.
How are they losing that? Jesus Christ. Well, they're fucked. Yeah, this is definitely a loss.
General! As you command! By your command!
Okay, if we're gonna die, we're gonna fucking kill these guys. We're gonna die like Spartans.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Oh yeah.
Our men flee the field of battle.
We are definitely
This is a
dead.
shameful display.
Ready and waiting.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Charge! Spartans!
Anybody see Arius's red plume?
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Motherfuckers. You still took them 1 for 1, but when you outnumber somebody by 1600. God, that fucking sucks. Can't believe how far those Roman legions can move. Oh dear. No worries, Imatech. We're going to be ending the stream pretty much here anyway. We are well over the normal amount of time that we stream for. At least he died like a Spartan, I guess. To be fair, that's pretty much how the Romans won in history. Even if you fucking beat one legion, you just have to fight another one. And they just kept flinging legions at you until you died. There will be better battles. I think you missed the first one, Nate. We did a battle. We fought the first legion before that one, and we actually won that, even though we were still in a bad spot. Which is why our army was so battered. Should have just withdrawn instead of pursuing the survivors of the first. Yeah, I think not. Timandra died as well. Good, Arius increased in rank. So, we have a new king called Endios, who is apparently the adopted brother of Arius. He's a strategist, he's narcissistic, he's a basilius, he's a scrapper, an officer, and a student. He's 40 years old. Excellent. Wonderful. Alright, I tell you what. We'll pick up on day 2 next Thursday with how Endius is going to save the kingdom of Sparta. So let's pop a save, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing, because I might be stopping the stream for about an hour, but it seems kind of pointless to do that, so Leo can raise an army. Might have to. Tell you what, guys, give me just a minute here. I'm just gonna figure out what I'm doing, and then I'll come back to you. Alright, I do actually have some SRP admin stuff that I need to take care of, so I'm going to send you guys off on a raid. I will be streaming again very, very shortly, but I do need to take an hour or so off of the stream and get stuff done. So I'm going to send you guys to Sean, the co-owner of SRP, who is currently streaming. So we will send you over to Sean. He's streaming Siege. Oh, for fuck's sake. My GeForce has apparently just decided it's going to do something. I'd rather it didn't. We're going to send you over to Sean. I'll be streaming again very shortly, guys, so hopefully see some of you within 60-90 minutes. But please do, if you're sticking around for the raid, give some love to Sean. Make sure he knows where he's getting raided from. If you like what you see from Sean, drop him a follow. I'll be back, as I said, in an hour or so, maybe with some Wreckfest, maybe straight onto SRP. But even if I do Wreckfest, there will be SRP afterwards. And then, yeah, the next time I'll be streaming around about this time should be Monday with Mercenary Monday on Battle Brothers. So hopefully see some of you then. So see some of you in an hour. For the time being, though, it's going to be War Dog out.